So while we're waiting for some people to jump on, what you can do, if you can help me by just renaming yourself, if you don't have a name yet for yourself on Zoom, put your name there and what city you are joining from. So I'm just going to play a short video while we're waiting for a few more people to jump on. Okay. Can anyone hear that?
Water scarcity, unclean water, lack of sanitation. This is the reality that faces 1/3 of the world's population. Millions of people die each year from diseases related to poverty and contaminated water. Communities without safe water, sanitation, and proper hygiene are at risk. Every day, seniors, women, and girls risk their safety in the struggle to fetch water. When these vulnerable community members struggle to meet their basic needs, the whole community is affected. Women have little time left to contribute to family income. Children, especially girls, cannot attend school regularly, and seniors often go without. At H2O4ALL, we believe in the inherent worth of people and continuous global engagement. This drives every aspect of what we do. We listen to people's stories. We strive to engage and build strong relationships with community leaders. We work alongside communities to equip them with the necessary skills to secure the long-term sustainability of every water, sanitation, and hygiene solution.
Mine is to thank Water for All for this project. Before this project came here, we had a lot of problems. We had no clean water for domestic use.
Ubuntu, an ancient African word meaning I am what I am because of who we all are, is the pulse that beats in our veins. Desmond Tutu best reflects this in his immortal words, "If I diminish you, I diminish myself." With your help, we can continue changing lives around the globe. Join us today to make a difference, one drop at a time.
Well, I want to thank everybody who has jumped on the call today, and hopefully, we're going to have a few other people join in as we continue in the presentation today. But we're really glad that you're here. So, thank you for giving us your evening to join with us as we share a bit about this event that we are going to be doing this summer. So, before we jump into it, I know most of you already are familiar with H2O for All, but I just wanted to come back to the place and just share about why we do the work that we do. And so there's actually still 1.2 billion people still waiting for safe water access. So if you think about that, that's absolutely mind-boggling. And so since H2O has started, and when it was founded in 2008, we've brought safe and clean water to over 1 million people. So that is absolutely amazing. It's a drop in the bucket of the 1.2 billion, but it's actually huge progress that we were able to bring safe and clean water to that many people. And so our hope is for 2024, we want to keep growing. We want to keep helping more people. And so part of the strategy to do that is that we want to expand our reach. As a smaller charity, it's been started with some really amazing people. Tim and Odile founded H2O for All in 2008. and they've put their heart and soul into this work. And as the work has continued to grow, so has the needs for more funding and also to bring awareness. When you talk to people about the water crisis, so many people are actually unaware that there actually is a water crisis. And so some of the key ways that we work as a charity, we really believe in engagement. We believe in working with locals and we believe in finding sustainable solutions. So we don't just go and do a water project that breaks down a year later. We train up local partners, we work with local communities, and we ensure that those projects, when we set them up, keep going for years and years to come. We're always looking for creative technologies. We do green technology. We make sure that what we're doing, we're not polluting. We're taking materials and recycling them properly, and we make sure that what we're doing is sustainable. But this is just our promo video for H2O for the Move for Water. Actually, I will show it just for those that maybe haven't seen it. So I'm just going to play this. And this was from our co-founder, Tim.
Hi, I'm Tim Mutu. I'm one of the co-founders of H2O4ALL, and we're so happy that this year we're doing the Move for Water. I want to invite you to get active, start moving, and be a part of Move for Water on August 10th.
For those that are going to be listening to this after, we're really glad that you're here and we hope that you're going to get excited about Move for Water. So I first want to open up and talk about what is Move for Water. So Move for Water is actually an event. It's a fundraising event with the goal of bringing awareness to the water crisis and also to get people active and get the word out about the need for safe water access. And so how this works is we have a fundraising site where people can sign up either as an individual or they could also sign up as a team. And so, for example, for myself, I'm going to be signing up. I've already signed up with my family, and we're going to be kayaking and also climbing. We're going to be asking friends and family to support us as we do that. I know there's a number of other people. I know Tim, he has something really exciting going on with his neighborhood, and he's going to be having a group from his neighborhood that they're going to be doing an event together as well. And so this is a great opportunity also for people that have never heard about H2O for All to get active and just to gather with each other and do something meaningful. And so what we're planning to do is we're inviting people on August 10th to gather with friends, gather with family, maybe join an existing team that is already there and to get active and do something that they love. So it can be anything. So if we're talking about moving for water, if you love to walk, then you can walk. If you're a runner, you can run. If you're a kayaker, you can kayak. If whatever you can think of, I don't know, a fishing derby, whatever it is that you love to do to get active, we'd encourage you just to use your creativity, run with it, and invite people to join with you and to support you in what you're doing. And so, how this works, we have a suggested registration fee. It is optional. So, if somebody says, I don't have the funds to do that, but I really want to fundraise, I want to get active, we just encourage people to pay what they can. But if you are able to do the $30 registration fee, you do get a free t-shirt. So this just helps us kind of keep some of our admin costs down because we really want everything that we raise to go directly to those who need it most. And so that's part of why we have the registration fee. And so our motivation, why do we want to move for water? This year alone, another 1.4 million people will die from diseases related to contaminated water. Can you imagine? That's a huge amount of people, 1.4 million people that are going to die simply because they haven't had access to safe and clean water. And so as we gather together, this is something that we're hoping that more people will hear about. I'm going to show you a really quick video. This is from one of our recent projects in Uganda, and this is an update from a grandmother that received safe water access. And so this was in partnership with one of our partners, Rotom. And actually, if you've been watching our Water Walk Talks, we're going to have a special interview this week with Kenneth from Rotom. But I want to show you this quick video just to give you the heart about why we do the work we do.
We don't know how she always finds
amezi tukagabona turagata turashemererwa amezi marungi buzima gashikatuyamba kandi na mwinshi kuwanje araza yararabukayo gutumye munonga tushemererwe byona turabibonaga buzima.
woman, woman, a warrior is a woman.
Buzima obuyambi bw'amezi tukagabona turanywa amezi marungi engwara titukiriho omwana omuharara arandeberera aranyogeza tinyine eshonga yona mbwenu turyaho turije tikiine eshonga y'amezi okubonabona kw'amezi mbwenu tikukiriho.
When a man will cry, a woman smiles. Her shoes have walked 1,000 miles. The sticks of stone can break her bones. She welcomes all her friends and foes. When her spirit's down, she has no time to frown.
So in a moment, I'm going to ask Scott to come on and share with us a little bit about what he is going to be doing for Move for Water. So we were briefly texting back and forth today, and it was really exciting what Scott wants to do. And I think it might inspire some of you. Scott, would you be able to come on and just unmute your mic and share with everybody, how you've been connected with H2O for All? And it's been a long time. You've been with us on a huge amount of projects, and just share a little bit about why you do what you do.
Yes, hi, Scott. I'm sorry I got stuck in traffic in Toronto today, so I'm a little had to pull over. But I've been volunteering with H2O4ALL. I first got started with them 7 years ago. They came and talked to us at one of our events, and I got their card, and I waited about 2 years before I phoned H2O, and then I phoned them, and I was like, I'm ready to go, and they got me on the next trip, sent me to Africa, and I've been going to Africa and Cuba ever since. So I've been on about 11 projects. You kind of lose count after a while. I think it's been 11. Yeah, so I find this work very meaningful. I think a lot of people need water, and it's just something you can do that raise awareness and really change people's lives on the other side of the world, which I think is really moving. Yeah. So
I hear, Scott, you're quite the adventurer. You climb mountains, you do all kinds of crazy, fun, maybe dangerous things. Do you want to share with everybody
oh
what
yeah.
you're
I've hiked to base camp of Everest. I've last year the group that went to Uganda also went to gorilla trekking, like through a forest, which was amazing. I've lived in the forest of BC for 4 or 5 months at a time, planting trees. What else have I? A few other stupid things, I'm sure. I try to rock climb, so I hear you're rock climbing, so maybe we should rock climb together. Uh, yeah. So this year, I signed up for Move for Water, and I I've been lifting weights for my whole life, and I love fitness and I love working out. And I've never really like recorded myself or really documented what I've done. And I'm getting to that age where I'm like, this might be the strongest I'll ever be in my life. It might go downhill after 35. So I was like, I might as well document it. And this was perfect. This came up, and I was like, sign me up. So I'm going to be trying to deadlift more than I've ever deadlifted before, 600 pounds, um, which is I'm at like 550 right now, which is good, but it's a long road. So working towards that. So I'm sharing that on Instagram and sharing the progress and steps as I go along. I really haven't been pushing yet that I'm raising money. I've just been sharing a link, and some people have already. Uh,
Yeah, we've seen that you've already had the event hasn't begun and you've already raised donations. So that's really, really awesome. And I love that name, Road to Six.
yeah, he's so good. Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Looks like
And
I go ahead, Scott. Sorry, I got disconnected. Keep going.
yeah, and I'm going to be pushing more donating on the page and through my socials in the next couple weeks. So I'm excited for it. It's going well, and I've been a little hesitant on sharing my progress with people online, but it's been very positive, and people really like the steps that I'm taking, and I'm showing the steps, and everybody seems to be quite enjoying it. So it's been going good so far. I'm really getting a good vibe from everybody, and I guess I don't do social media that often, so this has been a good experience so far, and I'm really excited to go forward with it.
That's awesome. Thank you so much for sharing, Scott. And I'll be following you on Instagram because that sounds really cool to see your journey and hopefully it's going to inspire some other people with creative ideas. So for those that are on the call, feel free if you want to write in the chat what you will be doing for Move for Water. Like I said before, my family, we're going to be um, climbing and kayaking, but I'd love to see in the chat what you guys plan to do. So I'm just going to go through this, especially for those that'll be watching the video later. What are the steps? So the first step is really simply deciding, okay, I'm going to do this. What do I want to do? Like Scott, he knows he wants to what is the word for it? You deadlift 600. That's his goal, and that's what he's doing to get active and how to move for water. And so I think the key thing is just find what you love to do and gather some other people to do it with you. And so once you do that, you can move on to our registration page, going to the campaign Move for Water, and you can register. Once again, we do have a registration fee. It is optional. So if you find that we don't want it to be an obstacle to anybody, but it really does help us keep our admin costs down. And as a thank you to you, for those of you that are able to meet that registration fee, we do have a gift of event swag, which is very cool. It has the different event cities. And yeah, we would love to have you participate in that way. As you go throughout the campaign, so as we get closer to the event, we're going to be sending out a number of emails for those that have registered, just giving tips. How do you share on social media? Maybe we'll get Scott in there with some tips, or some other people. Will feature some of the people that are in the event and running or doing different things to get active for Move for Water. But we will be staying connected with you and giving tips how you can reach out to your schools and networks. So here are some things. We also have a fundraising guide. So if you go to the website, h2o4all.ca, and click Move for Water, we actually have a fundraising guide that gives you some suggestions. How do you personalize your fundraising page? How to get things out on social media, ideas, who can you invite? The importance of saying thank yous to those who have donated to you, just showing your appreciation. And there's a number of tips there. We also have a registration video. So for those of you that maybe aren't comfortable signing up online and say, hey, I'm not sure what to do, on that web page, if you scroll down, you will also see a step-by-step video guide showing how you can register. If for some reason you say, hey, I've watched the video, I still don't know how to register, but I want to participate, please reach out to us. So you can email info@h2o4all.org, and that will get forwarded to myself or someone else on the team. And we would be happy to help you, especially if you're doing a group. I know there's a number of people that are doing a team event. We have somebody that just signed up this week, and they are posting it in their condo, and they're doing it as an event, inviting people in their condominium that want to join on that day, just to run, gather together, and have a great time as neighbors, while also bringing awareness to the water crisis. And so, yeah, so that's basically what we wanted to share today. For those that, if you're here today and you have any questions, we're going to have time for Q&A. But also, if you're watching online later, once again, you could reach out to us at info@h2o4all.org, and we would love to answer any questions that you have. So maybe I will open up the mic to anybody that's on the call today. Have any specific questions, how to get involved, or maybe want to share an idea of what they would like to do for their event. Hey, so it looks like silence is the answer. No one has any questions or answers, but I just want to thank you guys, for joining today, taking the time, to be on with us. And yeah, reach out to us anytime if you have any questions, and we would love to support you as you move for water and wherever you live in your community.